First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for clicking on my thumbnail and deciding to watch this video. And yes, I am going to talk about the thing I had done to my eyebrows in a little bit. But before I go there, I just want to say thank you to everyone who is who has been subscribed to my channel for quite a while, and those of you that have reached out asking where I've been, because when I uploaded my last video, I just figured I was going to take a week break or so, maybe 2 weeks break, but I ended up taking a 5-month break. I had to work on a lot of things in that 5-month period, but I'm back. And hopefully, I will be able to work on a consistent schedule and things of that nature. But let me just tell you one of the things that I had done while I was away. My husband and I went down to Florida for 4 months, and then for 3 or 4 weeks in South Carolina before we came home. And in Florida, this is something I'd actually been thinking about doing for quite a while. I had wanted to have my eyebrows done for quite a while, and I just never did. I was chicken. I was afraid of what it was going to be like and the pain, and I didn't want to look like Groucho Marx or Betty Davis or, some of those really dark, dramatic eyebrows, which are perfectly fine, I think, on a younger girl, but not so much on someone like me. I'm 71, and at 70, I decided to have my eyebrows microbladed. Oh my gosh. So we were in Florida, and this was the second year in a row in the same area, and I had gone to the salon the year before, and I'd actually talked to them about microblading but didn't do it. But this year when I got down there, they were running a sale, a special, and I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to go and do a consultation. And so I sat there and we talked about the process and all of that, and I decided to do it. It was a 2-visit process. The first visit took about 4.5 hours roughly. The second visit about 3 hours, and in my case the visits were I think about a month apart, 3 weeks or so apart. Normally they do want it to be a couple of weeks later. So I had them done, and I'm going to superimpose some of the photos in here. I just was so surprised at the process. There was some pain, even though I was numbed. There was some pain, but nothing unbearable. But every step of the way, as you can tell from the photos, every step of the way, she talked to me about the shape, the look. I did not want those exaggerated eyebrows that go up in a big arch and make someone look like they're surprised the whole time. I did not want that. The big high arch brows, or the big surprise look brows, they look okay on other people, but I thought on me it was not. I wanted a natural look. So we followed along with my natural brow bone. We agreed on the shade of darkening that I wanted initially, and I knew that on my second visit they could touch up and darken if needed. So we agreed on that, and we agreed that we would follow my natural brow, try to do, an arch, but keep it more of a natural look. So after I had it done, you can see from some of the photos, there was a little red, and I was putting ointment on that they give you, and then after like a week or so, it starts to peel and all of that. And then when that was done, my eyebrows looked really good. But even during that healing process, nobody ever noticed anything. I know, and my husband knew, but nobody that talked to me ever noticed anything. So during that whole process of the eyebrows, in between the first visit and the second visit, we went on a cruise, and we did a Eastern Caribbean cruise, which was absolutely lovely. I'm going to superimpose some photos because I belong to a Facebook group that talks about travel tips, carry-on, travel essentials, fashions for women. And it is a really good group to belong to if you're into fashion, into travel and all that. I got a lot of good tips, and so some of the photos I posted said outfit of the day because I shared it in that group. But as you can see from some of the outfits, now this was only, I know you really can't see my brows that well, but this was only after my first visit. But I so enjoyed it. We had such a blast on the cruise. I bought a couple of outfits from Amazon, and I was really worried about how they would look on me, but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I dressed up a bit at times, even though I didn't do formal. We just had a great time. So one of the things that I did, even on the cruise and even in Florida in general, is we would swim laps. We were both trying to lose some weight and, work on our health a little bit. So we did do a lot of lap swimming, and I was really worried how my eyebrows would look, because I've seen people that, like, they forget, they start their eyebrows, they get halfway through, they think they're done, they forget, they don't look in the mirror, they go out and do their regular day routine, and they've only got one eyebrow on. I did not want that to be me. So yeah, I swam. We did all sorts of different activities, excursions and stuff like that. And my eyebrows looked really good. So, if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about doing anything like your eyebrows or whatever, I would seriously consider it, because it's such a freedom feeling, a sense of freedom. I can do things, and I don't have to worry, geez, is one tip gone or this or that. My natural brows were so light that you can never really see them. And I know other people had left comments in some of my videos saying I should have them shaped and all that. But so this is my version of my eyebrows. And I am so happy. I'm so happy I had them done. When I went back for my second visit, she said they looked awesome. She had a few spots that she, did over and darkened a little bit and all that. But she thought they really came out great. And even after that second visit, my husband and I went all over Florida. We visited friends. Nobody ever picked up on it. And that made me feel good, because then I felt it was a pretty natural look, which is what I was trying to achieve anyways. So anyways, these last 5 months have been insane. I can't believe it's been 5 months since I've done a video. That is like really crazy to me. But I've taken this last 5 months to really work on my recovery. After having some pretty traumatic deaths, 3 of them in a shorter period of time, I thought I was okay. I thought I was doing everything the right way, and it really wasn't. So these last 5 months, I think I needed to really focus on myself and focus on my health and my lifestyle, I guess. And I thought of revamping my page, because my cover image is so old, it hasn't been updated. So I thought of revamping that. I do want to incorporate a little bit more travel. Jay and I are getting ready soon to go to Alaska. And so I've been trying to pack stuff for Alaska. I know I'm not going to be able to do carry-on, because I've got a puffer jacket, hats, stuff like that. But it's been a really good 5 months. I appreciate every one of you that has reached out. I know some of you have been following me on Facebook, and we've been connected there. I haven't really even done anything on Instagram. It's been unbelievable. During the time we've been gone, we had some mail glitches with forwarding and all that, and there were things that I hadn't gotten until I got home. Some PR. I had some lip stuff from City Beauty, some collagen stuff from another company. Oh my gosh, a beautiful wig that I want to review, because it really is nice. And and I also want to talk about my skincare and my makeup that I used when I was away. I did hardly anything as far as, major skincare. I just stuck to my vitamin C's and my matrixyls and peptides and stuff like that. And then I would have my red light therapy and, the NIRA devices and the zip device. One thing that I've often said is, when you lose weight, you have to choose between your butt looking good or your face looking good. And, healthy or trying to get healthy means that weight has to come off, and that also ages you, in my opinion. And, but that's okay. I'm 71, I'm not 21. So at 71, the age is there, the skin sag is there, and I'm okay with that. And one of the things, and I'll probably talk about this in other videos, but one of the things that is very minimal makeup. I wore the same, I only took with me on my cruise especially. I only took like, I think it's 6 eyeshadow sticks. I think 4 from Julep and 2 were from Thrive, and I'll show you, because that's really, even today, that's all I have on my eyes. So very, very minimum eye look. A little bit of eyeliner, my mascara, but on my face, I actually used Jones Road on my face a lot while I was away, and very, very translucent. It actually made my skin, I think, look good. So I'll talk about that stuff in future videos, and also review the wig I got, because the wig I got was really awesome. I really love it. What else? There's so much to catch up on, but I don't want this video to get super long. I would be very curious to know if any of you have ever had your eyebrows done, if you've ever had microblading. How was that process? I will probably go back to that part of Florida next year, and I will probably obviously visit that the place I went to. And I hope that, you know, she said you probably won't need to have your eyebrows touched up for like 3 or 4 years. So I hope that's true. I hope this lasts a while, because I just love the freedom of it. But I highly recommend, if you're in the St. Augustine area, or even if you're not, I highly recommend, if you have eyebrow issues like I've had, you know, to not be afraid to do it, to bite the bullet and do it. I found the cost down in Florida was more reasonable than up in New England. So, but yeah, so that was that. I've been following a lot of the true crime stuff. You know, guys, I'm addicted. I've been watching the Karen Reed trial number 2 almost daily, as much as possible, or listening to it. I just absolutely am blown away by everything that's happening. It's like a circus. This whole Karen Reed thing is like a circus. What a waste of taxpayers' money, in my opinion. I know there are going to be those people that think she's guilty and, you know, whatever, but in my opinion, I think the Commonwealth of Massachusetts has really bungled this up, or really messed this up, and it is sad to see such a waste of taxpayers' money, and the troopers and stuff that are involved. And I know not all cops are bad by any stretch, I get that, but what a shame. What a shame. So if you've guys been following Karen Reed, that whole story, I'd be curious to hear about that as well. So I think I'm going to end this video, because I do have so much to talk about, and I know I could go on and on and on, but let me know what you think about me trying to revamp a little bit, you know, talk a little bit more about the travel. I really like that part of seeing different things. Like right now, my husband and I have a summer seasonal site up in Maine, which, you know, we went last year. We have this year a different site up in the same area. And I just love sharing stuff like that. So I think I'm going to try to maybe revamp. Some people said go to Fiverr. I could probably get a new, you know, cover image done. And I might try to do that. So anyways, let me know what you think. If it's, you know, what do you think about me incorporating a little bit of travel, as well as, you know, travel and lifestyle, as well as, you know, anti-aging. You know, yeah. So I still have some more weight to lose. Obviously, I'm not where I need to be. But, what else? Anyways, I guess, like, now I'm really going to end it. But guys, please, you know, leave me a comment. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I will be doing another video. I'm going to try to be on a regular schedule. I'm hoping that works out. No promises right now, but I'm super excited to be back and to get back into the groove of my YouTube channel. Love you all. Thank you. And if you're new, as I said, please consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. And YouTube loves that it helps my channel get found. Basically, the more interaction I get, thumbs up, comments, and stuff like that. So I appreciate every single one of you. You guys have a wonderful day, and I think this is Memorial Day weekend coming up. So have a safe one if I'm not back before the weekend. Bye-bye.